There was tension over the little town of Three Forks, Sweetgrass County, Arizona Territory. Some 2 weeks before, a notorious gunman known as the Durango Kid had made a daring escape from the state prison, where he was serving a life sentence for murder. Although posses had scoured the area, the escaped prisoner had eluded them. And now all peace officers were constantly on the alert. For the Durango Kid, a hardened and ruthless criminal, had sworn to take revenge on the man who sentenced him to prison. This man was Judge Scott, a fine, upstanding champion of law and order in the West. The judge was in his office talking to one of the deputies.
So, the sheriff sent me over, Judge, to act as sort of a guard. Not that he figures you'll need one. He just don't want to take any chances.
Well, that's very thoughtful of the sheriff, I'm sure. But I'm quite prepared for a visit from the Durango Kid. And it so happens I was one of the finest shots in Jeb Stewart's brigade.
Yeah, I know, Judge. But you don't mind a little help, do you? I'll hang around outside. Won't get in your way.
Well, all right. If it'll relieve the sheriff's mind.
Judge Scott?
Yes. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
Beg your pardon, ma'am.
Now, don't be alarmed. I was expecting a different type of visitor.
I don't suppose I'll ever get used to this country. There seems to be so much violence.
Well, the West is young and youth is often violent. But don't make any mistake. This is a healthy country and it's growing.
I'm sure you're right.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Perhaps I should introduce myself. I'm Molly O'Connell from Providence, Rhode Island.
Well, Rhode Island's loss is Arizona's gain. What can I do for you, Molly?
I'm not sure there's anything you can do. I'm on a rather unusual mission. Someone suggested that I see you and ask your advice. I'm searching for a brother.
A brother?
What is generally known as a long-lost brother. I suppose it's an old story. As a boy, he was inclined to be a little wild. A number of years ago, he was unjustly accused of a crime. Had to run away to escape arrest. We haven't seen him since. Then last spring, the authorities discovered new evidence which proved that he wasn't guilty of the crime they'd charged him with. He's been issued a pardon. I'm out here now to find him.
Well, why did you come here?
He wrote us at intervals for several years. The last letter we received, about 6 months ago, came from this town.
Well, this should simplify the problem if he's still in Three Forks. Could you recognize him?
I'm afraid not. You see, I was very small when he ran away, just 5 years old. He was only 16 himself. He wouldn't know me, and I wouldn't know him.
But you have a description.
It's rather vague. Our mother and father are both dead. I only know what they told me about him. He's tall, dark, rather quiet. That's about all I know.
Well, there are a lot of men in this area who would answer to that description. But you must have something else to go on.
Well, there is one thing. When he left, he took with him a watch, a big gold watch. It had belonged to my grandfather. There's a picture of me inside. He mentioned it in several of his letters. Said he was keeping it to remember me by. I know it isn't much, but it may help.
Well, a story in the paper might help.
Do you think the local paper would be interested?
The editor's a friend of mine. I'll talk to him about it.
I'd be so grateful.
That's all right. I want to do what I can. By the way, where are you staying?
At the hotel, room 14.
Well, we're neighbors. I have number 13 just across the hall. I'll talk to Jim Benton this afternoon, and I'll let you know tonight what he says. I'm sure everything's going to be all right.
What happened?
It's a Durango Kid. He just robbed the express office.
Durango Kid?
Yeah, and I think I winged him.
Did he get away with much?
No, there wasn't much in the safe, but he cleaned out everything I had in my pockets.
He must be getting desperate trying to pull a daylight holdup. Come on, I want you in the posse.
I'll be right with you, Sheriff. You all right, miss?
Yes, I think so.
I'm sorry I had to be rough with you, but you were right in the line of fire. I had to act quickly.
You needn't apologize. You probably saved my life.
Well, I don't know about that. I just did what I could.
You were very brave.
If you'll excuse me now, I'm going to join that posse. What's the matter, Tonto? Something wrong?
Durango Kid come out of hiding, Kimasabi. Him rob express office at Three Forks.
Rob the express office?
I mean, just come from there.
Well, that'll make it easier for us to pick up the Durango Kid's trail. What I don't understand is robbing the express office. I expected him to make some move against Judge Scott, as he threatened to do.
Maybe Durango Kid just make big talk, Kimasabi.
Perhaps. Nevertheless, we'll try to pick up his trail. He's a vicious outlaw, Tonto, and he mustn't get away.
Whoa! Put up your hands, both of you, and keep them there.
You're making a mistake, Sheriff. We're not outlaws.
And how come you're wearing a mask?
It's not against the law to wear a mask. Besides, I have good reason for wearing mine.
I never saw a respectable citizen wear one.
Wait a minute, Sheriff. Are those silver bullets you're carrying, mister? That's right. A masked man on a white horse carrying silver bullets. And he has an Indian companion. Don't you know who he is?
Well, I'll be hornswoggled.
I've heard a lot about you, mister, and it's all been good.
Say, what is this, anyhow?
Oh, never mind, Slim. Just put your gun away. I know the man. I didn't recognize him. I'm sorry, mister. We can't take any chances. You know, the Durango Kid's on the loose.
I know. Have you found his trail?
Oh, we chased him about 3 miles out of town, and then he crossed the river, and then we lost the trail. That's the reason I split the posse up to cover more ground.
Any idea where he's headed?
No, but Larry thinks he winged him. And if he did, why, he's probably headed for the border to hold up a while.
How much did he get away with? Well, he took what was in the safe and cleaned out my pockets. I'm the clerk at the express office.
Oh, it didn't amount to much, considering the risk the kid took.
It's strange he would even attempt a daylight robbery when he knows everyone's after him.
Well, we all thought he'd come gunning for Judge Scott. We were prepared for that. But I guess the kid's lost his nerve.
The Durango Kid was never lacking in nerve, or brains either. That's why I don't understand this.
Well, while we're sitting here, John, he's just getting further away. You want to come with us, mister?
No, Tonto and I will go our own way. Perhaps we'll meet later.
All right, so long. Come on, fellas.
Why are we not joining posse, Kimasabi?
The sheriff has all the help he needs, Tonto. And I'm not so sure he's going to find his man. There's something peculiar about this. Why would the Durango Kid risk a daylight robbery at a time like this for such a small amount of cash?
What do you think?
Now, you heard what the sheriff said. The judge was guarded. Perhaps the kid discovered that and pulled a trick to draw the sheriff and his men out of town.
Do you think Durango Kid doubled back and tried to get Judge?
I think it's highly possible.
If that's true, Judge Scott in danger now.
Yes, we better head for town.
Don't scream, or it'll be the last time you do.
Who are you?
Never mind that. Come over here and sit down.
What are you planning to do?
I have an appointment with a neighbor of yours. Lives across the hall. I'm going to wait for him here, where I can watch from the window and make sure he comes home alone. And then I'm going to pay him a little visit.
Judge Scott?
Yeah, the man who sent me to prison for life.
You're going to kill him.
That's right, lady. I'm going to kill him. Just like I promised.
You're the Durango Kid, aren't you?
How'd you guess?
This must be the judge's room. Didn't the man tell you it was number 13?
That's right, Kimasabi.
He's not here. Perhaps he's still at his office. We'll try there.
Look, Kimasabi, blood spots.
You're right, Tonto. They lead to that door. The young man in the posse said he thought he wounded the kid. We better investigate this.
Are you expecting someone?
No, I have no idea who it is.
All right. standing right behind you with this gun in your back. And if you make a false move, you'll get it, and so will your visitor.
Don't be frightened by my mask. I'm here as a friend.
What do you want?
There's a desperate criminal at large. He might be somewhere in this hotel. Have you heard or seen anything unusual?
No, nothing at all.
Are you quite sure?
Quite sure.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. If you do hear anything, I hope you'll report it to the proper authorities.
Of course I will. And I hope you catch this criminal.
Don't worry. We'll get him. He's in that room, Tonto. He's probably holding a gun on the girl. If we force our way in, we may endanger her life.
What we do?
You ride after the sheriff and his men. I'm going to see Judge Scott. I think I have a plan that will get the Durango Kid out of that room.
I'll leave you untied this time. But I'll say it again. If you make a false move, I'll let you have it. Understand?
I understand.
Now, that man at the door, was he a big, tall fellow?
Yes.
Thought so. The masked man.
Who is he?
Oh, he's another one I have a score to settle with. But the judge comes first. You shouldn't have long to wait. One thing about the judge, he's always on time.
Foolish to leave your door unlocked at a time like this. Just don't touch that gun.
Well, why don't you shoot?
I didn't come here to kill you. I came here as a friend.
You're talking to the wrong man, mister. I'm a judge. I've had experience with men who wear masks.
Your experience should tell you when a man is speaking the truth. Perhaps this will help convince you.
Who are you?
Someone who hopes to save your life. You're in great danger.
If you're referring to the Durango Kid, that danger is past. The sheriff's on his trail now with a posse.
You're mistaken, Judge. The Durango Kid is in a room at the hotel.
What?
He's probably waiting to kill you.
But the holdup at the express office,
That was just a ruse to draw the sheriff and his men out of town.
How do you know this?
I just came from the hotel. There's a girl in the room with the kid. I couldn't make a move without endangering her. He's holding her a prisoner.
Molly O'Connell?
You know her?
Yes, she was here to see me about a missing brother.
Her life is in danger, too.
I'm going after the Durango Kid.
Wait. You're a brave man, Judge Scott. But that would only be foolhardy, and it would increase the girl's peril.
What else is there to do? I can't leave her there with that man.
I know a way to get him out of that room.
What do you propose to do?
If my theory is correct, the kid plans to take you by surprise. I'm going to surprise him. I'm going to take your place.
You?
I'll have to borrow some of your clothes. I have the rest of what I need here.
Why should you take this risk?
I think I'm a little quicker on the draw than you are, Judge. Besides, this is my business.
I don't suppose there's anything I could say that would dissuade you from this plan.
Not a thing, lady.
I don't know what your crime was, but Judge Scott was only doing his duty when he sentenced you to prison. Why do you single him out for your hatred?
I don't single anyone out. I hate all lawmen. But the judge is the first one I'm going to get.
You're very bitter, aren't you?
Not me, lady. I just know where I stand.
Perhaps you've never tried to get along with the law, or with other people. Perhaps if
Don't preach to me. I know what I'm doing, and you don't.
Maybe I know more than you realize. You see, someone very close to me got into trouble with the law once. My brother. I can't help thinking he might have the same attitude that you have. Even though in his case, the law made a mistake.
Get this straight, lady. I don't know about your brother, but the law didn't make any mistakes in my case. Ever.
I wonder how he feels now. I wonder how he's turned out.
Here comes the judge. Right on time.
You're not going to shoot him down in cold blood.
Well, not the street, lady. We'll let him get to his room, then I'll pay my little visit. settle down. Meanwhile, I better tie you up again. What's the matter with you?
That watch. Where did you get it?
What difference does that make?
Let me see it. Please. You're Jimmy.
Huh?
You don't know me, do you?
Know you?
I'm Molly. Your sister.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. Now get your hands behind you.
No, you can't. You mustn't. You can't go through with this
Do
now.
what I say, make it fast.
You don't want to know me, do you? You don't want to remember.
Look, lady, I have no time to play games now. You gonna do what I tell you?
Very well.
There, that ought to hold you. I'm gonna put this gag on you, too, just in case you take a notion to yell.
Wait. You can't go across the hall. Not now. It might be a trap.
Say that again.
The masked man, I signaled to him at the door. He knows you're in here. If you go across the hall now, you might be killed. I can't let that happen, even though you may deserve it.
Well, what do you know about that?
Please go now. Quickly.
Go?
I never want to see you again.
No. That's no way to talk. Not after we just found each other, sister.
Please.
If I go now, the masked man will be on my trail in no time, and he never gives up.
You can't stay here. They know where you are. Sooner or later, they're bound to come for you.
Well, I'm planning to go, but I just want a little head start. You can help me get it.
What do you want me to do?
All I want is just a little help. Here, let me untie you, and then I'll explain it to you. Come in.
Oh, it's you. I thought I heard Judge Scott come in.
Where's the kid?
He's gone. He ran away.
When?
Just now.
I didn't hear anyone leave your room.
He went out through the window.
All right, Mr. Reach. Now drop that gun. All right, now turn around. You looking for someone?
I was looking for you.
But you walked right into a trap. Now listen, mister, I got just one question. You better answer it fast. Where's Judge Scott?
You know I'll not tell you.
You'll talk or I'll...
Wait. You're not going after the judge now. You said you'd given that up.
Did I?
Yes. You said you only wanted to tie this man up so you'd have a chance at a getaway. That's the reason I helped you.
Well, I've changed my plans again. All right, mister, talk.
You can't do this. You can't.
Stay out of this.
I can't believe you're my brother.
Brother?
Yeah, I'm her long-lost brother. We just found each other. That's why she helped me trick you. Oh, she's got real family feelings.
It's hard to believe that you're related to any decent family.
Yeah, well, I got proof I'm her brother. I got a picture of her when she was a little girl, right in this watch. But there's another thing about this watch. It keeps perfect time. And I'm giving you just 10 seconds to answer my question. 2 of them are gone already. 6 seconds left.
You'll never get away with this, I'm warning you.
4 seconds. 2 seconds.
No, please.
Nice shooting, Larry.
Why did you have to shoot him? I don't care what he's done. He wasn't bad, not to begin with. If he's turned bad, it's because you made him that way by hounding him all his life. You never gave him a chance.
Is this man your brother?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Better get him out of here, Slim.
Just a minute. Now, Slim.
All right, kid. Let's go.
Do those belong to you?
Yes.
These are the things he took from me when he robbed the express office this morning. And this is one thing I wouldn't want to lose.
That's your watch?
Yes, I've had it for years. And it means a lot to me.
Then you must be Jimmy. I'm Molly, your sister.
Molly?
It's all right, Jimmy. You don't have to worry anymore. They cleared you of that crime back home. They know you're innocent.
That's right. She told me all about it this morning. That's why she came out here, to find you.
You can come home now.
Molly, the West is my home. And I want it to be yours, too.
Well, it looked like it all ended happily after all.
Yes, we owe it all to the masked man. I still don't know who he is.
I didn't either at first. I should have recognized him, though. We're both in the same business, dispensing justice. Molly, you can tell all your friends.
Like shots come from over Ridge.
That many can only mean one thing, Tonto. Trouble.
Rein in. Whoa! You, throw your gun away and come down here.
You wouldn't be doing this if I still had my gun.
Oh, you got us scared. Real scared. Keep your eye on her.
Right.
Now, you pull down that strong box and be quick about it.
You no good.
Hey, what are you so upset about? It's not your gold. Come on. Open the box. I'll keep them covered. Here, put the gold in here. Come on, hurry it up. We've got company. Hurry it up. We've got to get out of here. Come, hurry. Come on, let's go.
See what you can do here. You all right, miss?
I think so, but who are you? The mask?
This mask doesn't mean I'm an outlaw. Oh, you're hurt.
It's nothing. Oh, Judd, they shot him. And the sheriff, he was riding shotgun.
The sheriff is dead. My Indian friend is back with your driver.
May we go back to him?
Of course.
That helps. That's good. I'm sure glad to see you're safe, Miss Terry.
Are you all right, Judd?
It's nothing, just a scratch.
Him plenty lucky. Bullet only cut scalp.
I guess this robbery just about put your father out of business. Them low-down murdering skunks.
Look like you hurt.
It should be looked after.
Thank you.
This sure beats everything. A masked man and an Indian helping us instead of trying to rob us.
How does this robbery affect your father?
My father, Tom Harding, owns a gold mine, the Carolyn. Most every time we have a gold shipment to make, the stage is attacked and robbed.
Well, isn't your father insured against these losses?
He was, but there've been so many holdups, no one will assume the risk now.
Has anyone else been affected by these robberies?
Yes, Mr. Fulton. He owns a mine right next to my father's. He's lost so much, he's closed his mine, and now he's trying to sell it.
I see.
Mr. Fulton says a man is crazy to try and run a business in a territory where outlaws are able to rob and kill as they please.
Has your father ever thought of selling out the mine?
Dad's a rather stubborn person. He says he's not going to be run out of business by a bunch of hold-up men.
I admire his determination. There, that should be all right.
Well, thank you.
I guess we'd better be getting back, Miss Terry.
Tonto, I think you better drive the stage into town.
You trying to follow a trail of hold-up men?
Yes. I'll meet you later at Indian Rock.
Me, no place.
Thank you for saving my life.
How did it go?
We got the gold, if that's what you mean.
Anyone see you come here?
Now, why do you think we came in the back way? You said you didn't want anybody in town to see us.
Where's Pete?
Oh, dead.
Well, you had trouble then.
So he's dead. The important thing is we've got the gold. Look, you tell us what stages you want held up, we do it. Gunman for hire, that's us. For a price, of course.
Tell him about the masked man and the Indian.
A masked man and an Indian?
Yeah, a masked man on a white horse and an Indian. They came along while we were holding up the stage.
Was that Indian riding a paint?
Yep.
Did you cover your trail good before you came here?
Like, of course. What are you so touchy about?
Do you happen to know who that masked man and Indian are?
No.
Well, I think I do. Is that the Indian?
Yeah, that's him.
You two stay here.
I'm all right. I only got a scratch on my head. I didn't lose my whole scalp.
What happened?
The stage was held up and the sheriff killed. That's what happened.
Oh, it's terrible. I know what a blow the loss of this shipment will be to your father, Miss Harding.
There's a chance of it being recovered, Mr. Fulton. A friend of this Indian is trying to follow the trail of the hold-up men.
Would you know the man who's going to do this for you?
Well, no, but he did save my life.
I see. What's your name, Indian?
Me, Tonto.
Well, I'd like to meet your friend, Tonto.
Tonto is to meet him at Indian Rock.
Well, since the sheriff is dead and his deputy is out of town, I'll ride to Indian Rock with Tonto. If his friend has found the holdup man, he may need help.
I'll come along, too.
Oh, but your father, Miss Harding.
Telling him the gold has been stolen won't do any good.
Yes, that's true. Well, I'll get my gun and we'll get started immediately. Excuse me. Well, I was right. I know who that masked man and Indian are.
So?
So, you won't be so smug when you find out you've been tangling with the Lone Ranger. That Indian is his sidekick, Tonto.
That's not so good.
Now, we'll have to get rid of him. Bart, he's going to be at Indian Rock in a little while.
Getting rid of the Lone Ranger will be a real pleasure.
You better go to the hideout afterwards. If anything comes up, I'll see you out there.
They used the river to cover their trail.
That should take care of the Lone Ranger.
Want me to ride down and make sure he's dead, Bart?
I don't miss. Come on, let's get out of here.
all right, Kimasabi?
Yes, Tonto. Thanks to Silver.
What happened?
Someone must have seen my mask and mistaken me for an outlaw.
Well, I'm glad whoever fired it you missed. I'm Fred Fulton, a mine owner like Miss Harding's father.
Howdy, Mr. Fulton. This is my Indian friend, Tonto.
How do you do?
Miss Harding said you've also lost heavily from the stage holdups.
Yeah, so much so I've had to close down my mine, and now I'm trying to sell out.
Were you able to follow the holdup men?
Oh, they used the riverbed to cover their trail.
Oh, I was so hoping.
Oh, do you intend to continue the search?
Mr. Fulton, at the present time, there seems very little I can do.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, thank you again for what you tried to do. Guess there's nothing for me to do now but break the bad news to Dad.
Yes, it seems so.
Well, goodbye. Goodbye, Tonto.
Goodbye, miss.
Kimasabi, you make it sound like we're not going to follow holdup men.
Tonto, at the present time, that's the impression I wish to leave.
Oh, then outlaw's not going to hiding.
That's right.
You see a man who shoot at you?
No, but the shot came from up among those rocks. I think we'd better check up there. Let's get mounted.
Kimasabi, me see tracks of 2 horses. Look like 2 men wait here for you.
Tonto, how many people knew you were going to meet me at Indian Rock?
A lady on stage and a stage driver, they know. And then lady tell man who ride out here with us.
Fulton.
You think it not accident that men here?
No, Tonto, I don't. Unless they knew I was coming here, why would they have waited?
We follow their trail?
And it'll be dark soon. On this hard ground, following their trail would be next to impossible.
That's right, Kimasabi. What we do?
I'd like to have a talk with Miss Harding and her father. She said they lived in Red Rim Canyon. I'll meet you back at camp later.
I can't believe Fred Fulton is involved in these stage holdups.
Well, I could be wrong, Mr. Harding, but certain facts indicate that he is.
What makes you say that?
Well, only 3 people knew I was going to Indian Rock. Your daughter, the stage driver, and Mr. Fulton. Yet 2 men were waiting there to ambush me.
Why don't you suspect Judd then? Or my daughter?
Today's holdup itself eliminates them.
How?
Your daughter could have been killed by a stray bullet, and Judd was lucky enough to escape with only a scalp wound.
I think I understand, Dad. If either of us were involved, we wouldn't have risked our own lives.
That's right, Miss Harding. Fulton, however, wasn't endangered by the holdup, and he knew where I'd be.
About Fulton's losses.
Well, if he's behind these holdups, the stolen gold would come right back to him, and he'd be throwing suspicion from himself.
Why should he want to rob me until I was forced out of business?
Tell me, Mr. Harding, has Fulton ever tried to buy your mind?
No. Always talked to me about selling out to the Eastern Mining Company that's interested in buying his mine. As a matter of fact, earlier tonight he told me that a representative of the company will be here tomorrow, and that I should stop by and see him.
Then you are thinking of selling?
Well, the way things are going now, I won't be able to meet the notes at the bank, and if they foreclose on me, I lose everything.
Mr. Harding, would you be willing to help me with a plan that might catch the outlaws and perhaps recover your stolen gold?
Of course.
Good. Now, here's what I'd like you to do. Tomorrow morning, I'd like you and your daughter to go into town.
You know, Fulton, this suit of yours fits me real nice. Felt like a real businessman when I rode into town today with it on.
Can't you pull yourself away from that mirror?
Take it easy, Fulton. I know what I'm supposed to do.
You didn't do so well getting rid of the Lone Ranger.
Can I help it if the horse moved?
Wait a minute. Here come the Hardings. Now, good morning, Miss Harding.
Good morning.
Isn't your father coming in?
No, he went on to the express office.
Oh, I wanted him to meet Mr. Reagan, the representative of the Eastern Mining Syndicate we talked about last night.
Mr. Fulton was telling me your father might be interested in selling his mine. My company might be interested in buying.
Sorry, Mr. Reagan, but my father has asked me to tell you he's given up the idea of selling the Carolyn for the present.
But last night, Miss Harding...
After you left, he decided we'd try to keep going a little longer.
I see. And you found a way to meet the note that the bank holds?
If today's shipment gets through to the bank in Gallup, we can make the payment in time.
Today's shipment?
We're spending out every ounce of gold we had at the mine on the noon stage.
Yes, well, I certainly hope that shipment goes through, Miss Harding.
Thank you. Well, I must be getting back to Dad now. Glad to have met you, Mr. Reagan.
Glad to meet you.
Goodbye.
All right, Miss Harding.
Looks like your little scheme isn't working out exactly as you'd planned it, huh?
Don't worry. That gold hasn't reached the bank yet. stage doesn't leave for another 45 minutes yet. Bart, get Hank and be waiting for the stage when it gets near the river crossing.
You're sure determined, aren't you?
Why shouldn't I be? Owning that mine will put me on easy street for the rest of my life. After you get the gold, take it to my house. I'll stay here in town until after the robbery's been reported.
And you'll have an alibi. Now, we're taking all...
You're getting well paid.
That's right. See you later.
Yes.
Kimasabi, me see man leave Fulton's office. Him ride out of town.
Good. It looks like they've taken the bait.
Hank, where are you?
I didn't expect to see you back so soon.
Hardings are sending another gold shipment to the railhead. We're to see that it doesn't get there. I better get out of these things. I don't want to be recognized.
Better wait here with Silver.
Where do we take the gold after we get it? To Fulton's house, at his mine. He'll meet us there later.
Fulton is behind the holdups. Here she comes.
Shot, Kimasabi.
Come on.
All right, rein in. Whoa! Now throw down that strong box.
Yeah, sure. Anything you say.
Get the gold.
Bart, the masked man, the Indian.
Forget the gold.
Drop your gun. We're going back.
So you caught the murdering coyote. Now I know why Mr. Harding said I was to stop, not put up any fight if the stage is attacked. I'll sure enjoy seeing these two skunks behind bars.
And don't forget we still have their boss to get.
Their boss?
That's right, Judd. And I'll need your help to get concrete evidence against him.
Just say what you want me to do, mister. Hey! Hey! The stage has been held up! The stage has been held up! Another robbery! The stage has been held up again!
Fulton coming, Kimasabi.
We got here just in time.
Hank? Bart, where are you? Hank, where...
Don't reach for your gun, Fulton.
Oh, what? Oh, what are you doing here?
Tonto, take his gun.
Oh, what's this all about?
We captured your two gunmen, Bart and Hank. Now we're taking you in as the man behind the stage robberies.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Tonto, gather up the gold pouches.
Why, I'm a respectable businessman.
Fulton, you don't think your two gunmen are willing to take all the blame, do you?
Drop your gun, masked man, or I'll blow daylight through your Indian friend here.
Me sorry, Kimasabi.
All right, the other one. So you know I was behind the stage robberies, eh? Well, I was trying for a fortune and didn't quite make it. But you haven't got me.
You're wrong, Fulton. Mr. Harding, have you heard enough?
Oh, you're not catching me with that old trick.
Drop that gun,
Harding.
Gun not loaded.
But it's not loaded.
You don't think Tonto would be careless enough to let you get your hands on a loaded gun?
Even after his confession and his hired gunman in jail, I still can't believe that Fred Fulton tried to rob me.
You see, Mr. Harding, when Fulton realized that the new gold vein he discovered only started in his mine and ended up in yours, well, it was just too much for him.
The return of all the stolen gold still can't make up for the loss of a friend.
A price can never be placed on friendship.
I don't know how we can ever repay you and Tonto.
We've found two new friends. That's ample repayment. Well, I must be going now. Tonto was waiting outside. Goodbye, Miss Terry. Adios, Mr. Harding.
Bye, and thanks. We owe the masked man and his friend Tonto a great deal, Terry.
He's a wonderful man. So handsome, too. But who is he?
He's a great American. He's the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, Engine. Me look for Marshal Bill Nichols.
Nichols, why?
Him old friend me pass through town and want to stop say hello.
Try the hotel later on this afternoon. He generally gets in about 4:30.
Him not work here anymore?
No, he retired. I took over about 6 months ago. My name's Hendricks. Look, I'm a little bit busy if there's anything else.
Nothing else.
Say, Engine, wait a minute. Maybe you can help me out. Do you know Tom Bryan?
No.
Well, he's the banker here in Two Rivers. I've got some papers he ought to sign. I'm not going to have time to drop them off myself. Would you deliver them for me?
Me take them to him at bank?
If he was at the bank, I'd take them over myself. No, he and his son are staying home today. You can't miss it. It's the first big ranch on the South Road. Well?
Let me go.
All right, much obliged. Take your gun off and leave it here in the office.
Why leave gun?
It's a local ordinance, Engine. You can pick the gun up when you come back from Bryan's ranch.
No, Dad. I'm through taking your orders. I'm through working for you at the bank. From now on, I'm going to live my own life.
Stop playing the child. Be a man. Can't you once be a man?
No, not the kind you want me to be. Not the cold-blooded banker. No regard for anything except the almighty dollar. I'm going to work my way through law school.
You'd starve to death before you get your diploma.
Well, that's my business. The West needs good lawyers, and that's what I'm going to do.
All my life, I've worked to pile up a fortune. For you. I've made myself the biggest man in this territory so that someday you could take over and be even bigger. Before I'd let you throw that all away, I'd send you to prison as a thief.
Thief? I've never stolen anything in my life.
No, but I'll accuse you of taking $10,000 out of the bank, and I can rig the books for evidence to make it stick.
You wouldn't dare go that far. You're bluffing.
Try me and see.
All right, I will. Get out of my way, I'm leaving.
You're staying. That's an order.
Now, get out of my way. That's
Red,
an order.
Give me that gun.
Dad! I didn't mean to shoot you. It was an accident. Get away from that door! Where you are! Get away! Stay away!
Marshal!
Well, Engine, I see you got back.
Marshal, you come quick. Me see murder.
Murder? Where?
At Bryan's house. Me see young feller named Fred shoot banker doing argument.
Fred?
Me tried to enter a house, but him shoot at me through door. Me decide to come back here, tell you what happened.
Well, much obliged, Injun. Where do you think you're going?
Help capture young man.
Not without a deputy's badge on, you're not. You've told your story, now make tracks. I'll take over from here.
Well, Tonto, did you see Marshal Bill Nichols?
I'll have Chansky, Masabe. Town had a new marshal named Hendricks. Him say Nichols retired maybe 6 months ago.
Yes, I remember Bill saying he wanted to return to private life.
Maybe him quit too soon.
What do you mean?
Me see murder today. Me think Hendricks not able to handle investigation.
You saw a murder?
Me take paper to home a banker named Bryan. See young feller shoot him.
Tom Bryan?
You know him?
Well, I've heard of him. Politically and financially, he's one of the most important figures in the West. I think we'd better return to Two Rivers and offer our help.
People ask many questions about mask.
Tonto, I won't wear this mask. Tom Bryan's murder doesn't seem to have caused too much excitement here in town.
Me not understand it, Kimsami.
That's the way you guard your post. Law's supposed to be wide awake, alert, ready for any emergency.
Come on, Pop. Now, what do you want? You know this old geezer, Injun?
Him friend. Him come see if you find murderer.
What murderer?
Man named Fred. Him kill banker.
What are you talking about, Injun?
Let me tell you about him an hour ago.
I never saw you before in my life. Now, if this is some kind of a joke...
Just a minute, Marshal. You call my Indian friend here a liar?
Look, if there was a murder in Two Rivers, I'd know about it. Maybe the redskin here got hold of a little too much firewater.
Me not argue. Me go Bryan's house.
I say we all go, Marshal. Come on.
Well, suit yourself, but Bryan's a mighty busy man. You better have a pretty good reason for wanting to bother him. Just leave your guns here.
My guns? What for?
It's the law.
Look at here, Marshal. I ain't traveling this town without me 6-shooters. You want 'em? Try and take 'em. Make your draw. Ain't drawn yet? Not so fast, eh, Sonny?
Okay, Pop, you win. You can keep the guns. I don't guess you'll hurt anybody with them.
What do you say? Let's go, Injun. Come on, Marshal.
Marshal Hendricks.
Just a minute.
Howdy, Fred. I'm sorry to bother you, but these fellows wanted to see your dad. I told them he was probably busy, but they seemed awful set on it.
Well, couldn't you come back a little later? My father is busy.
Look here, Sonny. We ain't leaving till we meet your father face to face. You might as well make up your mind to that.
Fred, who is it?
Someone to see you, Dad.
Oh, all right, all right. Oh, it's you, Hendricks.
You not hurt, sir?
Hurt? Me? Of course not. What's this all about, Hendricks?
Well, I don't rightly know myself, sir. These two came storming into my office a while ago, claiming you'd been shot, so...
Shot? By whom?
By him. Me see through window.
Indian, I don't know what you're trying to prove, but I don't think it's very funny. This gentleman happens to be my son. Furthermore, he doesn't even own a gun, do you, Fred?
No, Father.
Huh. Don't look much like a man with a bullet in him, does he, Injun?
I've never felt better in my life. And now, if you're convinced I'm not a ghost, maybe you let me get back to my work.
Me sorry to bother you, sir.
Me too.
Come on.
Oh, Hendricks.
Yes, sir?
Can you spare a moment? I'd like to talk to you.
Well, sure, Mr. Bryan.
They're gone. couch.
Me not know what to say, Kimasabi. Me see if it shoot his father.
I'm sure you did, Tonto. There was a smell of medicine in the room, the kind they use when they bandage a gunshot wound.
And here more proof, Kimasabi. Bullet holes made when Fred shoot at me. But why them try to fool us?
We might find the answer if we look hard enough. We'd better get back to camp.
I knew that crazy Indian had come back. I still think we ought to call in a doctor.
You're a fool, Hendricks. I'm beginning to wonder why I ever had you appointed marshal. No doctor could look at this and say it was an accident. At least we've got the bleeding stopped. I'll be as good as new in a few days. But you, after the way I've planned for you, made things easy for you, and now this. It's a terrible thing to know that you've failed with your own son.
Then why didn't you let me go this morning?
I'd never let go of anything that's mine. I'll still make a man of you. My kind of man. Strong, powerful.
Ruthless like you.
I'll teach you to be like me if it kills both of us. I've got you where I want you now. If you step out of line, I'll send you to prison for shooting me.
Even though it was an accident?
I'll swear it was intentional. But nobody's to know about any of this unless I say so. Understand?
Nobody does know about it except us three and that Indian.
Yes, the Indian. If he comes back to town, jail him. And see that he never sets foot in Two Rivers again. Now get out of here, both of you. Let me rest.
Tonto, I think we'd better have a talk with Bill Nichols. The former marshal of Two Rivers may be able to give us some information about that banker and his son. After all, concealing the gunshot wound is against the law.
And Marshal Hendricks not seem to think so.
Hendricks is paid by Tom Bryan. He does whatever he says. But Bill Nichols can't be influenced. If he knows anything, he'll tell us.
Me ride into town and bring him back here for a talk.
I'll be waiting. Be careful, Tonto.
Real persistent, ain't you, Injun? Now, that's kind of too bad, because I don't think you're going to like our jail cell one bit.
You not have right to arrest me.
No? You got a job, Injun?
No.
Well, that's vagrancy, and besides, you're wearing a gun again. Either one of them charges is enough. Come on, let's go. Okay, Bruckner, get out.
You said I could sleep here tonight, Marshal.
No, not tonight, pal. Sorry.
Never get to stay in jail when I want. People always pushing poor old Bruckner around. Always telling him what to do, where to go, how to act. Just don't understand people anymore.
Well, Injun, it's been nice knowing you.
What do you do now?
You caused too much trouble around here. You were given fair warning. You're going to be killed trying to escape. Tough luck, but those are the orders.
What's happening?
Decided to follow you, Tonto. Afraid there might be more trouble.
If you think I'm going to let a masked bandit take a prisoner away from me...
No, Kimasabi, this is my fight.
Good work, Tonto. You'll be out for a while. In a way, that's bad. Now we can't find out who tried to kill you and why.
Maybe because me see fight between banker and son.
That's right. We'd better have that talk with Bill Nichols. That is, if we can find him.
Him live in a hotel now.
Wait till it gets dark and then enter the back way.
What about him?
We'll tie and gag him and lock him in that cell. We can talk with him later. Hello, Bill.
Mister, how the dickens are you? And Tonto, what are you two doing this part of the country?
Originally, we stopped by to see you.
Oh, I suppose you know I'm not the marshal anymore.
Hendricks say you retire.
Oh, so you met Hendricks?
We meet him.
As a matter of fact, he tried to kill Tonto about a half hour ago.
He tried to do what?
Me see something him not want me to see.
Hold it, Tonto. I want to hear every word of this. And I can listen better with a cup of coffee. Gee, Hossiford, if that don't beat all. Tom Bryan, no less. A high-class banker, and him going against the law.
Me think him lie to keep son out of trouble.
Or to hold it over the boy's head as a threat. That'd be just like Bryan. Every time Fred shows signs of having a mind of his own, the old man finds a way to whip him back into line.
Even if it meant ordering Marshal Hendricks to kill Tonto?
Could be, but it'd be awful hard to prove.
There's one way we can get that proof.
How we get that proof, Kimasabi?
From Tom Bryan himself. By trapping him into a confession. We'll have to use you as bait, Tonto.
Sounds pretty dangerous, mister.
If Kimasabi think plan work, me not afraid to try it.
I'll explain the details to you on the way to Bryan's ranch. Come on.
Marshal. Marshal. Well, what are you doing in there, Marshal? Key? You want the key? Where are they, Marshal? I got them, Marshal. I'll get you on tight right away, Marshal. Right away, just as fast as I can. What happened? How'd you ever get all tied up like this? Hey, Marshal, can I stay here tonight? They wouldn't let me sleep at the cafe, so I...
Raise hands.
What is this? What do you want?
Me want truth, Mr. Bryan. Me see you shoot father this morning. Why you deny it? Why you make Marshal say he'll never see me before? Why?
Well, you got it all wrong, Indian. All wrong.
Not wrong. It's better you talk now and talk plenty.
That'll do, Indian. Put up your hands. You made a bad mistake coming here. From now on, you'll be in a jail cell.
Me escaped from jail once. Can do it again.
What?
Marshal locked me up this afternoon, tried to kill me. Me fight back and escape.
He tried to kill you?
Him say him follow orders.
Is that true?
Of course not. I told him to run the Indian out of town, that's all. You heard me. Well, the harm's been done now. This fellow knows too much. We'll have to shut him up.
Murder, is that what you're talking about?
Fred, we've got no choice.
What's happened to you? Have you lost all sense of decency? All reality?
I think it's you who've lost sight of reality. This is no time for weakness, boy.
You call it weakness because I don't want to see a man murdered.
You didn't seem to mind putting a bullet in me.
You pulled the trigger on that gun when you tried to take it away from me. And you know it.
This Indian doesn't know it. His testimony could send you to prison.
Well, I'd sooner go to prison than have him killed.
Stop being childish. Everything I've done for you. Getting rid of this Indian will be for your good, not mine. You'll be able to continue working at the bank, and someday you'll step into my shoes. Can't you see what that means?
Oh, yeah, I know what it means. If I help you commit murder, I'll be under your thumb from now on.
If you don't help me, I'll say that you shot me when I caught you stealing from the bank. And I'll see that you get the maximum sentence on both charges.
Even though I'm innocent.
Fred, you can't fight me. Be man enough to admit when you're whipped. Well, what'll it be? Cooperation or the chain gang? I thought you'd come to your senses.
I think we've heard enough, Bill. Let's go.
Go where, mister? Drop those guns now and get inside. Open up the door, Fred. We got visitors.
Nichols, what were you doing out there?
Listening to some pretty grim confessions, Mr. Bryan.
These two must be in cahoots with the Indian, Mr. Bryan. I had him in jail, but he got away.
So we heard.
Well, it wasn't my fault, Mr.
We'll talk
Bryan.
about it later. Right now, you've got another job to do. And I'm sure there won't be any mistakes this time.
No, sir.
Before you have us killed, Mr. Bryan, I wouldn't have believed that a law-abiding banker could have fallen so low if I hadn't have seen it myself.
I'm not interested in the beliefs of a masked outlaw. Take them out of here, Hendricks.
It's happened because of your son, hasn't it?
I warn you to be still.
This has been your one failure, and you can't accept it. You've ordered a human being to be strong, and he hasn't obeyed you. Can't you understand, sir? Strength can only come from inner convictions, never from orders.
Be still.
You can't win this fight.
Don't be a fool.
It's true. That's why you hate Fred. Not because he's weaker than you, but because he's stronger.
You think so? Fred, take this. Take it. These men will ruin us if they live. I want you to go with Hendricks. I want you to help him.
All right, gentlemen.
No!
Well, Bill, how does it feel to be marshal again?
Wonderful, mister. Just like old times.
Stagecoach waiting to take prisoners to penitentiary.
Oh, thanks, Tonto. All right, Mr. Bryan, Hendricks, time to be leaving.
I saw the Oh, you're still here.
Hello, Fred.
I thought I'd come down and see you off.
Thanks for coming down, son.
Well, Dad, although I'm going to be in law school, I'll have a little free time on my hands. I thought I could come and visit you.
I hope you will, son. And don't worry about the money for your schooling. Our new bank manager will send you whatever you need. The West needs lawyers, you know.
Yes, sir, I know. And I'm sure Fred will make a good one.
Sorry to break this up, but we better not keep the coach waiting.
Thanks, mister, for helping my son be a man.
Mr. Bryan, Fred was a man all along. All he needed was a little chance to prove it. Now, Bill, it's time that Tonto and I were riding on.
Bye, Marshal. We come back this way someday.
I'll be waiting for you.
Good luck, Fred.
Thanks, mister.
Hi, friend.
Strange that things worked out.
The only way it could have worked out, Fred.
You know, I think Dad knew he was wrong all along. Just too stubborn to admit it. Well, he'll be back in a couple of years, and we'll be a lot closer together then. Thanks to Tonto, the Lone Ranger.
To land their home. He was known as the Lone Ranger. Indians on the warpath. Red man versus white. Burnings, scalpings, atrocities, massacres. These scenes of bloodshed and death finally have vanished from the West at the time our story opens. For the great white father in Washington has acted in the Indians' behalf. The pipe of peace has been smoked and solemn treaties made which guarantee forever the rights and property of the red man. He has been given large grants of land on which to live. Regular shipments of supplies to provide for his needs are sent him on rigid schedules from the East. And law and order in his territory is being maintained by the presence of United States troops. For a long period, the Indians lived contentedly and in harmony with the white man. Then one day, a smoke signal appears in the sky. A signal which for many centuries has been the Indian's telegraph, his means of transmitting a message across the miles. On this particular day, the message from afar was of importance to Tonto, friend and faithful companion of the Lone Ranger.
2 quick puffs. That's your sign, Tonto.
Come from Cheyenne country.
Must be from Chief Swift Eagle.
Chief Swift Eagle, good friend. See what him want.
Ozo, easy cañón. Looks off.
He says that it's important to see you right away, but he doesn't say why.
Chief Swift Eagle have plenty good reason or him not send for Tonto. Me signal me go.
Ozo, easy cañón. Looks off.
We find him on Washita Reservation.
Then you'd better be on your way.
You not come, Kemosabe?
No, Tonto. I want to visit Father Batista at his mission. He may have some news for me.
When me see you again?
I'll meet you at the big cave on the Washita River in 2 days. You go on. I'll break up camp.
Me hurry, see what friend want.
Tonto.
Yes, Kemosabe?
They're strict around the reservations these days. Be sure to report to the Indian agent in charge there.
Me see him first thing.
Hello, Father.
Welcome, my son. It's been a long time since you last passed this way.
Yes, it has. Thank you.
Where's Tonto?
He went to see his friend, Chief Swift Eagle, on the Washita Reservation.
The Washita?
Why, yes. Something wrong, Father?
I hope he doesn't meet with trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble?
The Army has issued orders that any Indians found off their reservations south of the Cimarron River are to be arrested as renegades.
Renegades?
Yes, and they're to be exiled to the Florida Everglades.
Why, those disease-infested swamps would kill a northern Indian in less than a week.
I know.
Why, Father? What's the reason behind it all?
Oh, Inspector. Here's someone who can tell you about it.
Good morning, Father.
This is Inspector Williams from the Department of Indian Affairs. Don't let the mask cause you any concern, Inspector. This is the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger? Say, I've heard a lot about you. Glad to meet you, Inspector. Father Batista has told me about the order exiling Indians from their homes.
Oh? Well, that order was issued to protect the food and supplies we send to the Indians.
What do you mean?
Our supply trains haven't been getting through.
They've been attacked?
That's right. Renegade Indians. They slaughter the drivers and take the supplies.
You're positive it's done by Indians?
That's the report from one of our own agents, Jim Lackey.
Yes, he should know. But to call any Indian found off the reservation a renegade.
Oh, that was the Army's idea, not ours.
I see.
Now you see why I was concerned about Tonto.
I'll see to it that nothing happens to Tonto. I'll start for the Washita right away.
Do you mind if I ride along with you? I'm on a tour of inspection. That's where I'm going.
Glad to have you, Inspector. Bye, Father.
Adios, Father. And many thanks for your hospitality.
You were most welcome.
Thank you.
Good luck, my friends.
Adios. On, Silver.
Where have you been, Bolin? I've been sitting on fish hooks all day waiting for you.
What's eating you, Lackey?
Did you and your cutthroats raid that supply train that's coming in?
No. Didn't know there was one.
That's a relief.
Something wrong, Lackey?
You bet there is. We've got to lay off for a while. The Indian Bureau is bellowing its head off.
You think they're getting wise?
No, they still think it's renegade Indians.
Well, then, what do we got to worry about?
This letter from Washington. Just one more raid and there's going to be a special investigation.
That wouldn't be so good. If anyone came snooping around here, they might find out that me and my boys are deserters.
What do you mean, might? Now, we've got to take it easy and let some of those supplies get through. At least until things cool off a little.
Hold it.
How? What's your business, Indian?
Me come to Washita, see Chief Swift Eagle.
What do you want with Swift Eagle?
Him old friend, make power.
You got your own rations?
Me got food.
It's a good thing. Grub is too scarce around here these days to be feeding stray Indians.
You have plenty food soon. Past supply train on way here.
Glad to hear it. That'll be good news for Swift Eagle and his outfit. What do you call yourself?
Me Tonto, not Cheyenne. Come from north.
All right, you can go now. You'll find Swift Eagle camped 4 miles up the line.
Wait a minute, Injun. What'd you say your name was?
Me Tonto.
That's all. There's something mighty familiar about that Injun.
Ah, all Indians look alike.
Maybe. But I've seen him before. See you later.
For many moons now, my people hungry. Many of them weak and sick. Must have food, white man's medicine to make them well again. That's why me send for you, Tonto, in hope you and your good friend, the Lone Ranger, will help.
Kemosabe helps Swift Eagle's people. Him good friend.
But you say you not see him till tomorrow.
That right?
Maybe too late then. Supply train now 1 day's ride away. Will be in Blue Canyon by next sunrise. That where every attack made.
That not good.
Swift Eagle ask Indian agent Lackey protect supplies, but they no get here. Now time come for Swift Eagle to act. Escort supply train with best warriors.
That bad, Swift Eagle. Indian agent make big trouble if you go off reservation.
Him not know what we do till wagon arrive safe.
Maybe men with wagons think you renegades. Start battle.
Swift Eagle think of that. But also think of my people who starve and die. We watch wagon from hills. Show ourselves only if attack made. You come, Tonto?
Tonto ride with good friend Swift Eagle.
Oh, he come. Yeah.
There's the spot I was to meet Tonto, but it seems that someone else got there first. Looks like an army patrol.
Yes. Could be a detachment from Fort Mason looking for renegades. Hope they don't take your friend Tonto for a renegade, if they meet up with him.
Tonto will be careful. I wasn't to meet him until tomorrow. Meanwhile, Inspector, we'll camp up the line. The soldiers may be gone by morning. Then I'll come back and meet Tonto. On, Silver.
Blackie, what's up?
That Injun. I just figured out who he is. I saw him in Fort Dodge about a year ago.
Well?
He's the Injun that rides with the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger? Are you sure?
Positive.
We can't have him snooping around here. He might bring in his masked friend.
Yeah.
That masked man might be here even now.
Well, what'll we do?
We're going to have a talk with that Indian. Come on.
That night, Bolin and Lackey, after failing to find Tonto or Chief Swift Eagle, cruelly forced the chief's terrified squaw to give them the information they demand.
I think this is about the best break we ever got.
What do you mean, break?
The brass in Washington think the Indians have been staging these raids, don't they? Now we prove it.
How? You heard her say they rode off to guard the supply train, not attack it.
My orders say that all Indians found off the reservation are renegades. Well, Swift Eagle and all his braves are off the reservation right now.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Now, Swift Eagle still thinks that your men are Army regulars. It'll be a cinch to arrest them.
Yeah. And you follow the War Department's order and send them to the Everglades.
But they'll never reach Florida. Your men will shoot them when they try to escape. All nice and legal.
I get it. Then Washington has nothing to investigate.
Right. We better round up the boys at the cave. They got work to do.
What about her?
She can't do anything. Come on.
We pause in this thrilling episode to bring you a message of interest and importance. The story will resume in just a moment. And now, once again, we return to our story. The next morning, the Lone Ranger, after leaving Inspector Williams to ride on to the Washita Reservation alone, returns to the cave, where he has arranged to meet his faithful Indian companion, Tonto. The cave is deserted of soldiers, yet the masked man sees no sign of his Indian friend.
Easy, big fellow. Easy. What are those supplies doing here?
What's it to you?
They're the ones the Indians never received. I'll get over there.
Hey, what are you going to do?
Keep you quiet and out of the way for a while. Move. There, that should hold you. I have to find Inspector Williams. On Silver!
Get those engines off their horses, Pete. Well, hurry up.
Well, how'd it go?
They surrendered without firing a shot.
You thought the army had turned on them, huh? What did you do with them?
I had my men take them to the cave. They'll be safe there until we get rid of them.
What did you bring Swift Eagle here for?
You've forgotten about the Lone Ranger? One of my men heard the chief talk about him. I figured between the two of them, we'd find out where the masked man is.
Here they are, boss.
They make big mistake. We not ride to attack supply train.
That's right, Mr. Lackey. We guard train so food will come.
Guard it? You mean attack it?
You know the army order. Indians found off their reservation are to be considered renegades and deported to the Florida Everglades.
Well, Injun, you think your pal, the Lone Ranger, can help you now?
Kemosabe, good man. Him find out truth.
Where's the Lone Ranger now?
Why you want to know?
That's our business. Well, speak up. Oh. Now, the stubborn Injun. Maybe this will loosen your tongue. You gonna talk now? You keep out of this.
You think you can beat it out of him?
If I can't, I'll go to work on Swift Eagle.
Hold it, Dolan. There's someone coming up the road. Now, we'll find out what he wants, but you and Pete keep your guns handy in case we have to get out of here quick.
What about them?
Oh, we're just attending to official business. Questioning a couple of captured renegades. Hello. Where's the...
What are you doing to these Indians? Where's the agent in charge?
That's me. Inspector Williams, Bureau of Indian Affairs. Now, what's the meaning of this? Well, we caught these Indians stalking a wagon train.
These men wrong, Inspector. Cheyenne, honest Indians.
Shut up. This is an Army matter, mister.
On the contrary, it's a matter for the Bureau. And you're not using that whip anymore. I demand a full explanation.
Well, no. Just a minute, Inspector. It's like this. You see,
That'll keep him quiet for a while.
What did you do that for? Now we'll have to get out of here fast. We'll take what we've made and call it quits.
You're not getting afraid, are you? We can take care of the inspector and the engines.
Well, I still don't like it. Not with the Lone Ranger around. I'm getting out. Well, anyway, it sure paid off while it lasted. Too bad we had to cut it short like this.
You know, Lackey, I just been thinking. Washington don't know nothing about me and Pete here. With the two engines, the inspector, and you out of the way?
You wouldn't.
Why not? What do you say to a two-way split, Pete?
Sounds good, boss.
There's your answer, Lackey.
Didn't like the sniveling coward either. Say, what about the men at the cave?
Why worry about them? After all, who can trust Army deserters with money? Get outside and get the horses. I got a little unfinished business in here.
Right, boss.
Taking care of you two engines is going to give me extra special pleasure.
Hurry up in there!
Be right with you, Pete. Now, Tonto, start saying your prayers to your totem.
We've been looking for you on your feet. You're under arrest. Sergeant, watch him. You too. We've been looking for you in Bowling for a long time. Come along. Sergeant, take charge of these deserters. Now, stranger, who are you?
A man who just saved our lives.
Inspector Williams.
Hello, Flynn. You got here just in time.
This is Lieutenant Murray.
Inspector? Lieutenant?
His company from Fort Mason was out looking for deserters when they met our supply train.
We heard some shots as we were bringing Flynn's wagon up the trail. Sounded like trouble, so we came on ahead.
Is Bolin one of the men you're looking for?
He certainly is. We've been looking for him and his friends for over a year.
Hear him say rest of men in cave near Washita. They renegades. They raid supply train, not Indians.
That's right. I found some of the supplies stolen from the wagon train still in the cave.
Bolin kill Indian agent. Him body inside.
What?
Him speak truth, Lieutenant. Indian agent plan raids. But Bolin shoot him when they go to split up money.
I'm beginning to understand a few things now, Lieutenant. Our agent, Lackey, wanted us to believe that renegade Indians were raiding the supply trains, while he and Bolin and his men were the real renegades. Say, you got here just in time.
I was on my way to find you, Inspector. I heard some gunshots. I knew something was wrong.
Kimosabe, many Swift Eagle's braves held prisoner in cave now. Bolin have his men take them to cave after they capture us.
So, some more of Bolin's deserter friends are around here. Well, my trip will take care of them in a hurry.
Then you won't need us anymore, Lieutenant.
We're certainly indebted to you and your Indian friend here.
Chief Swift Eagle, you can tell your people from now on that their supplies will be sure of getting through.
You'll have my word on that, Swift Eagle.
Swift Eagle and his people never forget this day. Are their friend Tonto or Tonto's good friend?
Come on, Tonto.
Who'd you say that masked man was?
Well, he's the Lone Ranger.
Well, what do you know? The Lone Ranger.
After this brief but important message, we'll tell you about next week's exciting story of the Lone Ranger. Will the Lone Ranger triumph as he fights on for justice, law, and order? Be sure to be with us again next week at the same time when General Mills brings you another...
Fed up, I'm fed up. Fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up, I'm fed up. Fed up, fed up, fed up, I'm fed up, fed up, I'm fed up with the drugs. Fed up with the fake love, with a gun to my brain, go bang, I'm fed up with the drama. Got a creep for my mama, cause I don't think I'ma live too much longer. Fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up, I'm fed up. Fed up, fed up, fed up, I'm fed up, fed up, I'm fed up with the drugs. Fed up with the fake love, with a gun to my brain, go bang, I'm fed up with the drama. Got a creep for my mama, cause I don't think I'ma live too much longer. I'm fed up with the fame, I'm sick of reading my name in any other way that I intended. Fed up with all of these motherfuckers misunderstanding me. I'm fed up with the ones that try to say you a fan of me, but then they turn it back and motherfuckers abandon me.
This territory like wasteland, Kimosabe. Right all morning, no water. What people do for their cattle?
I don't know, Tonto. From the looks of things, this drought has been here for quite a spell.
Look, Kimosabe.
Watch yourself, Clem. It looks like the same fellas we just left.
Stay where we are. We got you this time. Now give us back what you took from us.
You've got the wrong men. We haven't stolen anything from anybody.
Then what are you doing with that mask on?
Don't let the mask fool you. It's my protection as well as that gun is yours. We're your friends.
You don't look like one of them, Clem. Neither of them.
But a man with a mask, Sam. How can we trust him?
I don't know, Clem. I don't know.
All I say is don't worry about my mask. Your partner is hurt badly. You need help. Tonto, get some bandages.
I don't know who you are, stranger. I guess it don't make much difference. But if you want to give us some help, we could sure use it.
We were trailing them right through the pass down there. 60 head of cattle. Sure, we knew they were lagging, and we come up sudden to straighten them out. And we found some strangers making off with the whole herd.
That's how they come to shoot, Sam. Never give us a chance. 4 of them. They even whipped our horses onto the plain, so we couldn't give them any chase.
Robbing innocent settlers is the rottenest thing I ever heard of.
Well, we aren't exactly settlers, stranger.
Not by a long shot. We're old-timers around here, son. I went east a month ago to buy up a herd and get a ranch started, like the rest of them around here. Just come back today. We got a little house over there and a parcel of land.
Look, my Indian friends found your horses.
What we do now, Kimosabe?
Some hard riding, Tonto. Glenn, you take your partner home. Tonto and I will try and pick up the trail of the outlaws.
You boys must have real softening of the brain. Yes, sirree. Ridding them 2 old men of the cattle and then letting them get away. And in clear daylight.
What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you not to operate in the daytime? We're just stealing scattered herds at night, 20, 30 at a time.
They were there for the taking, Sheriff. We didn't think they was being watched.
Nobody's asking you to think. I'm doing the thinking around here. That's why I called you boys in. I got a good mind to fire the whole bunch of you. Here I am taking advantage of the drought, and here you are wrecking me.
Shattuck, what makes you so smart?
Now, don't you go getting up in your high heels, Bill. Up to now, I've been telling these ranchmen their cattle been roaming off looking for water because of the drought, and they've been believing me. How you figure we already got away with so many head without them knowing they've been stolen?
What are you getting so excited about?
Because they know now somebody's stealing something. How long is it going to take you to drive what you just stole up to our hideout and have them branded like the rest?
Oh, we'll have them up there by nightfall. They're just up the canyon.
All right, just you don't go making any more rates that I tell you. I'm going down now and quiet them ranchmen. This drought's going to maybe last another 2 weeks, and I want it to work for us till I say we pull out of here.
And what if they tell you to go jump and come up in the hills and start looking?
I'll manage them down there. You just manage things here. And anybody moving this way into Stone Mountain, you just shoot first and talk after. I don't want nobody to leave here alive. Understand?
All trails disappear, Kimasabi. But me sure them go this way.
They might have, Tonto. This land is so hard and dry, it's impossible to find prints.
But rustlers, them not just vanish.
I'm riding back to the next fort to see those 2 old men. You ride into town. Ask the sheriff to come out to their shack and bring a posse. We'll need help tracking down those rustlers.
Tonto, me come for you, Sheriff. Big trouble.
Yes, sirree. There's always trouble, son.
You come now.
Trouble don't mean nothing to me, boy. I can remember trouble as far back
Now,
as...
Sheriff.
Maybe we better take our time about the rush, Tonto. Matter of fact, I kind of got a notion why you're here to fetch me.
Me not understand.
Saw those 2 old cattlemen lost their herd. They gave me the whole story. Said something about a man wearing a mask and an Injun helping them. I thought you'd ridden off. I sure enough did. Take a load off your feet. It's a hot day.
You take it plenty easy, Sheriff. That mean maybe you'll find men who steal cattle?
No, Kent says I didn't. Been out looking for 'em, though. Yes, sirree. Been out hunting them buzzards up till 10 minutes ago.
Then you come quick. Kimasabi sent me ask you to call out posse. Him up at Old Men's shack.
Posse, huh? Now, ain't that asking a lot from the law when I don't even know the man? What's that name he uses? Kimosabe. What's that mean?
Kimasabi. That mean trusty scout.
Now, a trusty scout shouldn't be doing a thing like that. Taking things into his own hands. No siree, not asking to call out a posse. Pretty, ain't it? Right pretty for a quick sniff of the scissors.
You come now, Sheriff? Call out posse?
I'm coming, boy, but I think maybe we don't call posse till we do a little investigating.
We hurry maybe, huh, Sheriff?
Never got used to hurrying, Injun. Always figured on taking life easy. You live longer. Yes, sirree. That's what my pappy used to say. You live a lot longer. Now let's go up and see that friend of yours, Kimosabe.
I told you men once, and I'm telling you again. We called you in here to tell you what happened, but... Well, if he wants to wear a mask on his face, that's his business. He helped Clem and me.
And I say no one's safe in this territory until these outlaws are wiped out.
What I want to know is the same men what stole Clem and Sam's cattle stolen ours this last month?
Well, maybe they have and maybe they haven't. What we first got to do is find these thieves.
All right.
I trust Sam. Whatever he says goes. Let the masked man stay. I just say let's stop chewing the fat and get the sheriff and a posse going.
Now, boys, let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. I'm the acting sheriff of this here county, duly appointed by Sheriff Honeywell till he returns. I'm the one who takes the action.
I'm making a strong call for action, Sheriff.
If you're so strong for laying your hand on the table, mister, why don't you take off that mask and tell us who you are? Man's got a right to a lot of suspicion when 60 head of cattle's been stolen.
Say, maybe the sheriff's got something there. You wrong. All wrong. Him and me on side of law.
My Indian friend is right. If we were crooks, we wouldn't be here. We'd be riding hard in the other direction.
That's a fair enough argument, stranger, and I ain't hankering to press the point. And if you boys want to get up a posse, I say let's get up a posse right now. I'm here to protect you, yes, sirree. But we don't need him or the Injun.
He's just giving us something to chew on, Sheriff. What about our cattle disappearing this last month?
Now, boys, ain't I been telling you they've been roaming off, getting lost because of the drought? Don't let this here stranger get you all mixed up because of what happened today. I've been riding all morning ever since Sam and Clem here told me about losing their cattle.
Then I say let's start riding all over again.
I'm with you, Clem. I'm with you all the way. But I don't think riding now's a good idea, even if he does. I never misled you before, have I, Ray?
We all trust you, Sheriff.
Well, that's what I figured. It'll be dark in a few hours, and it's going to be hard to pick up the trail. What do you say we start first thing at dawn? That is, if it's all right with you. Then that's settled. That's fine. That's fair enough. So you want to go along with this too, stranger? You and the Injun?
That's what we're counting on, Sheriff.
All right. You men meet me at the office at 5 o'clock in the morning. Just be sure you got yourself some fast horses and plenty of ammunition.
Sheriff, we'll go along with you now.
All right, sure enough. Maybe I can put you two up in town somewhere. What do you say?
Yeah, maybe you can.
I'm glad to see you boys so reasonable about this. Now, we'll catch these crooks, don't you worry. Lem Shattuck may be only acting sheriff, but he don't let no grass grow under his feet. Say, stranger, got myself a notion.
Oh? What's that?
Seeing you fellas so anxious to help out, and these old boys back there so tired and worried, maybe we can save them some time.
That's mighty considerate of you, Sheriff.
That's what I'm being paid for, son. That's what I'm being paid for. See, I didn't want to get the boys riled up in there. That's why I'd been trying to discourage them to wait for morning. But I got a feeling that 60 head of cattle's being head up in Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain? Maybe him right, Kimasabi.
I'm telling you, the trail ended in that direction when I was out. But I was too tired to follow it. Now I feel perked up again, raring to go.
Let's call the men out and get started now.
Oh, that's what I mean, son. They're old men. Maybe they'll get hurt. Maybe there'll be a little shooting. Besides, a large posse moving about is going to make noise, attract attention. Just let's scout ourselves and save them the trouble.
That's fair enough. What do you say, Tonto?
Me think that good idea.
Fine. Let's do it. We'll be back before nightfall.
Cattle's been up here sure as shooting. Trail picks up again right here. Look at the ground. Lucky there are three of us or we wouldn't have found it.
Yeah, I see.
I think we're close, boys. We've got to take it easy. Something tells me it's going to be better if we separate here. We're up somewhere in that canyon. If we move in on them for two directions, we got them trapped.
I think you're right.
If we don't have any luck, meet you up in the pass in a half hour.
All right. Come on, Tonto.
Who's that? I told you to stand watch. You wanted to play cards, didn't you? Stop blaming me. Shattuck.
Where's the others? Where's Gus and Hank?
We got to thinking they'd better move the cattle before night. They're taking them across the line to the hideout now.
Why ain't one of you outside standing guard?
I told him to watch. Stop blaming me. You could have watched as well as I could have.
All right. Shut up, the both of you. I hope you can shoot at least.
Shoot what?
I want you to get a couple of guys I brought up here with me. They'll be along in a few minutes.
You don't know who they are, huh?
One's a masked man and one's an Injun. Any two guys that talk up to a sheriff the way they done ain't healthy to have around. At least not around here.
How are you going to explain in town about these two hombres disappearing?
When they don't show up in the morning, I'll just say they rode away and nobody'll miss them.
And what about the posse?
I can get rid of those old fools anytime. I'll just lead them around Rimrock Pass and tire them out. But these two guys with me, I want to get rid of now.
Hey, where are you going?
Back to town, just in case some of those old randies gets it into their heads to do something out of line.
And what do we do with the bodies?
I don't care. Bury them. Just be sure you got two bodies to bury.
Don't worry.
I know that'll take you high up. I'll go straight ahead. We'll leave our horses about a quarter of a mile in and move into the hills on foot.
Me understand, Kimasabi. You come up, me go down.
Right.
That's one of them. That's the last walk he's ever gonna take.
What about the engine?
One thing at a time. We'll get the engine next.
I'll get him next.
All right, you'll get him. Watch what I do to this one. How you like that?
I'm next.
All right, all right. You're next. Now, where's that engine?
Get up hands. Drop rifle. Why you shoot gun?
He done it.
That's a lie. You done it. He done it, Injun.
What's the matter with you, Injun? What's the matter with two guys out shooting for squirrel?
Me not so sure. Turn around. Keep hands up. We go down the road now.
We're gonna be awful sorry for this fellow.
Me never feel sorry for outlaws.
Outlaws? Are we in outlaws, Injun? Where'd you get that idea? We just up here doing a little hunting, like I said.
Kimasabi.
Some squirrel shooting.
Good work, Tonto.
Me sure scared for a minute when we see your boots from behind rock. What we do now, Kimasabi? There must be more a gang.
You're right. We've got to work fast before they return. Now, here's what I want you to do.
Well, I'll give you up for lost. You never showed up.
We get off trail, Sheriff. You come now.
What happened to your partner?
We get in big fight. Two outlaws, them try kill us. Me escape. You come quick. Kimasabi need you.
Well, now, what do you know about that?
We catch those two men. You help. Will you fix them, Sheriff?
I'll fix them. I'll fix them good. Come on.
Them in shack behind trees, Sheriff.
All right. Don't make any noise. You go first.
Better log go first, Sheriff. Me follow.
want me to tell you, Sheriff?
What do you know?
Get him up.
Get in there. You guys can't even do an easy job right, can you? You get them, they get you. That it? Cat and mouse, huh? Well, you ain't gonna get anybody anymore, stranger. You or the Injun. Why don't you guys say something?
What do you want us to say?
A couple of thick-skulled rannies, that's what I hired.
So you admit your own guilt, eh, Sheriff?
Guilty enough to hang if they ever find out about me. I didn't get the idea of stealing cattle this way until the drought come. But before I'm through, I'm gonna be a rich man.
At the expense of wrecking every cattleman in this territory?
I'm not worried about them. Just about me. Now let's get a look at you.
All I wanted to hear you say, Sheriff. Drop your gun belt. Quick.
You ain't gonna get away with this. Why don't you guys say something?
With our feet tied and that gun in his hand, you ain't paying us that much money.
Anyway, you're the blockhead in this setup, Sheriff. We didn't say anything to this guy. Why don't you keep your big mouth shut? We figured you'd get us off later.
I ain't worried. You ain't got no witnesses to what I just said, stranger. It's your word against mine, and the boys down there believe me.
You're quite right, Sheriff. That's why I had to get you to talk first. You can come in now, men.
I guess your scheme is just about finished, Sheriff.
See, Tonto notified these men a half hour before he notified you. As you said, we did need witnesses.
Pretty clever, ain't you?
And by nightfall, the rest of the cattlemen will have your whole gang rounded up. You'll talk plenty now, Sheriff.
Yeah, I guess I will. Just want to know one thing. My boys here wrecked this thing for me?
Not exactly. You see, I suspected you before we rode up here to Stone Mountain.
It wasn't a thing I said.
Not what you said, Sheriff. What you did. You see, a man as easygoing and as lazy as you claim to be wouldn't have ridden all morning after cattle thieves without asking for help. That is, if he wasn't trying to hide something.
Oh, that's what I wanted to know. Just so I won't make the same mistake next time.
Kemosabe, you all right?
Much better shape than the acting sheriff. I think you men can handle the rest. You'll have your cattle back tomorrow.
We can't thank you enough, friend.
Adios.
Say, we ain't even asked the stranger his name. Hey, wait a minute. We don't even know who you are.
Don't get yourself ruffled, George. The Injun told me who he is on the way up here. There's only one man who could have caught the sheriff, and that's him. He's the Lone Ranger.
Send word him want to see you. Him also say Padre try to find you one, maybe 2 moon.
Then it must be urgent. The Padre knows we intended stopping at his mission within the next few days. Yet he wants us to come right now.
Well, that's true. It must be something important, Kemosabe. We go see him now?
Yes, Tonto. Let's go.
How's it going, Jeff?
Howdy, Sheriff.
I wish you didn't have to hear them putting up the scaffold.
Well, that's all right, Sheriff. But have you learned anything yet?
Just got a telegram from the governor himself. He'll give you a stay of execution if you'll talk. Innocent or guilty, you're protecting someone. Who is it?
I've said all I'm going to.
Jeff, I'd hoped you'd begin to weaken. I hate to tell you, but you're going to have company right shortly.
Not Ruth. Now, I told you I didn't want to see her again.
I know you love the gal. You're scared to see her for fear she'll break you down and make you talk. Well, I haven't seen her today.
Well, then who's coming?
The fellow they call Mr. Smith, the one who always wears a black hat, keeps a fresh flower in the lapel of his coat. He wants to measure you.
Oh, him.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
It's all right, Sheriff. I understand.
Well, I'll have to get back to the office. Jeff, if you change your mind, just sing out. The governor's secretary will be standing by for any last-minute word.
I can tell you right now, Sheriff, there won't be any word.
Welcome, my friends.
Hello, Father.
I knew you both would come.
We came straight to the mission when the Indians gave us your message.
You are very kind. Now, here is someone I want you to meet. Ruth, these are the two men I told you about.
I've heard so much of you. You will try to save Jeff, if it's not already too late. You see, tomorrow they're going to hang Jeff.
What did Jeff do?
Nothing. Nothing at all. He's innocent. And I'm responsible for his being in jail.
How'd that happen?
Jeff and I were engaged to be married. I worked for the bank at San Brado.
Go ahead.
The bank had a large amount of money to ship. Usually the shipments were made by stage, but because there'd been so many holdups, Mr. Quincy decided to send an empty strongbox on the stage and ship the money secretly on the freight wagon.
I see.
Mr. Quincy and I were the only ones that knew about the arrangements until I confided in Jeff. I can't keep anything from him.
And money stolen?
Yes. The outlaws let the stage go by, then held up the freight wagon and killed the driver.
And that proves they had inside information. Has any of the stolen cash been recovered?
No, my son. And if it is not, many people may lose their lives savings. The loss, unfortunately, was large enough to force the banks to close its door.
That stolen cash must be recovered. If we can recover the money, it's quite possible we'll clear Jeff. What made the sheriff suspect Jeff?
When I was questioned, I had to admit that I'd told Jeff how the money was being shipped. Jeff said he was out riding fence alone at the time of the robbery. He couldn't prove an alibi, so he was arrested.
You think he could have given this information to someone else?
He denied it at the trial. I had to testify against him. And he was convicted.
Why are you so sure Jeff innocent?
Sometimes, my son, we must believe what our hearts tell us is true, for no other reason than it is our heart that speaks.
I'd like to know more about Jeff.
He and his younger brother, Jim, were orphaned at childhood. Jeff has been both father and mother to his brother ever since. There's nothing Jeff wouldn't do for Jim. He's proved that many times.
Ruth, would Jeff protect you if he thought you were involved in the holdup?
Yes, but...
Or his brother Jim if he knew he was guilty?
You mean you think Jim is in on the robbery and that Jeff is protecting him?
It could add up to that. Jeff wouldn't go to the gallows for any other man.
What can we do? There's so little time left.
I'm afraid we can't do much of anything until we make certain that Jim was really in on the holdup.
How can we do that?
There may be a way, but I'll need your help.
I'll do everything I can.
Good. Now, here's a plan I think will work. You find Jim.
You know, Jim, I just can't believe that your brother Jeff is guilty of murder and robbery. He's just not the type. And to think they're going to hang him tomorrow morning. No, sirree, I just can't make myself think that he did it.
You have to keep talking about it. Does everybody in town have to keep talking about it? What are you all trying to do to me?
Sorry, Jim, I didn't mean. I guess I better get back to the kitchen. Oh, hello, miss.
Jim.
Oh, Ruth. Won't you sit down?
Jim, you were in that holdup. You're letting Jeff hang for something you did.
Well, you're loco, Ruth. Why?
Jeff told you about that gold shipment just as I told it to him. He trusted you, and you betrayed him.
Well, you don't really think that, do you, Ruth?
Yes, I do, Jim. And I believe the man who told me.
Was it Jeff?
I'm not saying who it was, but I'll tell you this. You have to do something to keep Jeff from hanging.
What can I do?
You can work that out with whomever was in the holdup with you. But if you don't, Jeff can save himself by talking.
He wouldn't.
Wouldn't tell on you? Is that what you were going to say, Jim?
I'm not saying anything more.
Well, I am. It's my last word. The sheriff will know about you in the morning if you don't do something to save Jeff.
Wait, Ruth, wait!
I did just as you said.
How did he act?
He's scared. I'm sure he's guilty.
Look, Kimasabi.
He's heading out of town just as I thought he would.
And we can tell the sheriff that Jeff's protecting his brother.
Our finding out that Jim is one of the holdup men won't clear Jeff in the eyes of the law. Both he and his brother could have been mixed up in the holdup.
Well, then we're really not getting anywhere.
We'll do our best to clear Jeff. Come on, Tonto. We're trailing Jim.
Good luck.
What are you doing up here?
I had to see you, Luke. We gotta do something.
What do you mean, we gotta do something?
Well, Jeff's girl was just talking to me. She just as much said that Jeff's gonna talk unless we save him.
I thought that noble brother of yours wouldn't ever blab your name.
He must have weakened or something. Anyway, I don't want him to hang. He's been mighty good to me.
You blew your share of the money we got in hiring a lawyer for him.
But it didn't save him. So we gotta break him out of jail tonight.
You know we can't do that. There's too many deputies hanging around. We'd both get ourselves killed.
I know, but if we don't get him out before morning, well, he'll talk, and then they'll come and arrest me.
Yeah, that's right. Then the only thing to do is to head for New Laredo. Once we're in Mexico, no sheriff in the States can touch us. And if we keep out of trouble on their side of the border, the rurales will leave us alone. It's as easy as that.
I don't care. I'm not gonna run away and let my brother hang. I'm gonna give myself up.
No, you ain't. No time at all, you'd be shooting him up about me.
No. No, Luke, you got me all wrong. No, I wouldn't say nothing about you. Honest, I wouldn't. I won't talk.
No, Jim, I don't think you will. I don't think you'll talk to anybody.
No, no!
Shots come from that way, Kimasabi.
Come on, Tonto. Easy, boy. Take it easy.
And he tried to follow a person who do this?
No, this boy's life is more important.
Him hurt bad?
Yes. We'd better get him to a doctor as soon as we can.
Water. Let me get canteen and bandages.
All right. Take it easy. Take it easy. I gotta get back to town before it's too late. Yes, Jim. I know.
You know my name.
We followed you here from the cafe.
Jeff always said owl hoots play a losing game. I never would believe him.
Save your strength, Jim. We'll get you to a doctor quickly.
No, we gotta talk now. Luke Bannon and I stole the money. Jeff didn't know anything about it.
And your brother was protecting you?
Yes. Gotta save Jeff.
Was it Banner who shot you?
Yes. He took my horse. He's heading for New Laredo. Gotta save Jeff. He was the best brother in the world. I was a fool. Tell Jeff. I'm sorry.
The young feller dead?
Yes, Tonto. But before he died, he cleared his brother of any connection with the robbery.
We ride to town now and tell sheriff?
I'm afraid that won't do any good. Without some concrete evidence or a confession, the sheriff might think it's a plan to save Jeff.
Not true, but how we get proof?
Jim said the man who shot him was also involved in the holdup. A confession from him will save Jeff.
Him right away fast, him plenty far by now.
Yes, Tonto, I know. But Jim said he was headed for New Laredo. We'll go there.
What we do with body, Kimasabi?
We'll dig a shallow grave here. Later we can send the authorities back for the body. We don't have time to notify them now. Every minute we delay brings Jeff closer to the gallows for a crime he didn't commit.
Jeff. Ruth's outside. She wants to see you.
You know, Sheriff, I told you I didn't want to see her again.
I don't understand it, but she says a masked man and an Indian are trying to help you. She said they think you're trying to cover up for your brother. Anything to that, Jeff?
Leave Jim out of this, Sheriff.
Was he in that holdup?
Isn't it enough you're gonna hang me? Do you have to drag that poor kid into it, too?
Jeff, your time's running out fast. If you want to talk, we're still holding a wire open to the governor's house.
All right, I'll talk. I planned the holdup. I shot the driver. I took the money. I'll tell the governor that.
You mean you're confessing?
Sure, I did it. Why not? That's what you wanted to hear, isn't it?
Who helped you, Jeff?
Oh, some fellow from below the border. I don't know his name. He's probably back in Mexico now. Why don't you go and leave me alone, Sheriff?
Jeff, what shall I tell Ruth? She's still waiting outside.
Tell her it's better this way, that I don't want to see her again.
Are you sure that's all you want me to say?
Well, tell her goodbye, too.
All right. I will.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Look, Kimasabi.
If I'm not mistaken, it's Captain Sancho.
Ah, that good. Him, friend.
Sancho has been on the border patrol for a long time. Few rurales know this territory better than he does.
Look like we catch Captain at siesta time.
Yes, Tonto. But sometimes Sancho's seemingly disinterested attitude has caused many outlaws to become careless and lead to their undoing. Perhaps he can help us. Come on. Buenos dias, Captain Sancho.
Madre mía.
¿Cómo está usted?
¿Cómo está? It's good to see you again, amigos.
We're sorry to disturb your siesta hour.
Well, that's all right. We shall sit and rest.
Some other time. Tonto and I have some information we'd like to get from you.
Information? We'll tell you all I can.
Did you see someone ride by here on a black horse, heading for New Laredo?
Si, senor. I see him just before I start my siesta, and the way he was riding, he must be there by now. I have seen him many times in Nuevo Laredo.
Do you know him?
Only that he spends much dinero when he comes into my country.
Do you know where I can find this man?
I think so. He likes a small cantina at the end of town.
Tonto, this is better luck than we could have hoped for.
This senor who ride the black horse, he do something bad? That's why you look for him?
Him plenty bad. Him kill man this morning.
Si, my friends, that is bad.
Tonto, I want you to ride to San Brado. Get Sheriff Tate.
Senor, do you forget? Your sheriff has no authority this side of the border. Even if he kill a man in your country, you cannot arrest him in my country.
I know that, Captain.
And if the man has not broken the law here in Mexico, then there is nothing that can be done.
I think something can be done. Sancho, I'm going to count on you and one of my disguises to help me. Senor?
Yeah? What do you want?
You are the man I'm looking for, I think. You don't mind if Pedro sit down?
It wouldn't matter if I did.
You work for the rebel army, si, senor?
Me? No.
You are not with the revolutionists?
I don't know anything about them.
I understand, senor. You want to be sure of me before you speak to me. You are very smart.
What do you mean?
With all the money you carry for expenses, you have to be very careful. So do I.
Now, see here, stranger.
Soldados. I thought I had gotten rid of them.
There they are.
They have spotted me.
You mean they're after you?
Si, senor. They are after both of us. Do not try to resist them.
You are both under arrest. So what do you think you're doing?
Do not try to fight. They shoot us on the spot.
Now, look here, whatever your name is. You're making a mistake. I've never seen this critter before. He just came in here.
Perhaps the senor, he speak the truth. But I look for a man who look like you. Now I find him. Juan, let's take the revolutionists to prison.
You can't do this. I haven't done anything wrong.
And if this one tries to make the escape, shoot him. Now we go. Come.
Fine kettle of fish you got me into.
Pedro, sorry.
Me, of all people, hold up in a Mexican calaboose. Boy, I ought. What was that?
The soldados practicing.
What for?
Do you not know the revolutionists in Mexico face the firing squads?
But I'm an American. I'm not a revolutionist. If you hadn't stopped to talk to me, I wouldn't be here.
I'm sorry, senor. I make the big mistake. But if you were the man I thought you were, we would not have to worry about the firing squads.
What do you mean by that?
The man I was supposed to meet. He have lots of money. He could buy his way out of this prison.
How much money was he supposed to have?
Pedro not know, senor.
Maybe I got some money.
Were you not searched?
I was searched, all right, but they looked in my pockets. A man can carry cash in a money belt beneath his shirt. But let me get it straight. Unless we get out of here, we're going to face a firing squad. Is that it?
Si, senor. But if you have money, you can buy us out of this prison. We could get safely across the border, I think.
Well, it's worth a try. I don't hanker to be shot at sunrise.
Silencio. The guardia is coming. Get your money by now. Pronto.
I don't know how I ever got into this jam.
Guard. Guardia! Guardia!
Si, senor. Do you want something?
Take a look.
Ay, caramba, dinero.
The money, it is yours, senor. If you open the cell bars.
Perhaps, amigo, we should discuss a little more softly.
Keys, pronto. Do not make any noise, senor, or you are finished.
Sales, be quiet, senor.
Now,
we didn't even need the money. I have to hand it to you. You did that one slick.
See, that way there is the door to the back of the prison. Vámonos.
There they go.
Buenas noches, amigo.
Who is he?
He is a friend. We always work together. Come on, senor. He has some hot coffee on the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Amigo, the coffee smells good. Senor, you know why I come to New Laredo?
Guess to find somebody mixed up in the revolution or something.
You're wrong. I look for men who take money that not belong to him. I think you that man.
Are you crazy?
The man I look for must be punished.
I told you once that I never worked with any revolutionists.
You have plenty of money with you. You're not going to say anything about the money until you think it gets you out of jail.
What are you trying to prove? Stay.
You have money. You're the right man. You're the one I look for. Now we carry out punishment, eh?
I earn plenty hot soon.
You're not going to brand me. You've got me all wrong.
If you're not revolutionists, where you get money?
I earned it.
If you do not take money for work you're supposed to do for revolution, how you earn it?
I just earned it. All right, I stole it.
You stole it, eh? How I know you tell the truth?
I'll tell you everything. Then you will believe me.
Maybe, senor. Maybe not. But, Pedro, listen.
The money I got was my split in the holdup we pulled.
Who is this we you speak of?
His name is Jim Austin.
He must savvy. If Austin tells same story, maybe this not man we want. You want me to get his friend?
But Jim is dead.
You're just trying to waste time.
No, wait, please. Jim and I did steal the money. But I killed Jim.
Why you do that?
Well, his brother was convicted for having been in on the robbery. Jim was going to the sheriff to tell him the truth, that it was he and I. That's why I had to kill him. Now you're satisfied you've got the wrong man.
No, Banner. We've got the right man.
You're doggone right. What kind of a frame-up is this?
It's no frame-up, Luke. You're caught and you're going to pay for your crimes. And that money you stole will be returned to the bank.
You can't do anything to me. You can't arrest me while I'm on Mexican soil. I know the law.
You may know the law, but you're not in Mexico now. I'm taking you in for murder.
Not in Mexico?
No. You crossed the border about a mile back.
You tricked me.
Jeff, you sure must have thought a powerful lot of your brother. You know, you came mighty close to hanging.
I know, Sheriff, but Jim had always come first with me, and he wasn't bad, not all bad anyway.
That's right, Jeff. He was killed because he couldn't see you take the blame for something he did. Well, Tonto and I must be riding on. Ruth, I know you and Jeff will be very happy.
Say, masked man, you've got a right smart reward coming from the Sombrado Bank.
Give it to Ruth and Jeff for their wedding present. Adios.
You know, Sheriff, I didn't get a chance to really thank him for all he did.
He sure did plenty.
Who is he?
He's the best friend a person could ever hope to have. He's the Lone Ranger.